Hello, good morning. Our first issue is Delta plus variant. Recently, WHO has said that Delta variant is the most transmittable variant among all the variants. Recently, Ministry of Health has sent advisories to the states to be more vigilant regarding Delta plus variant. Some say that Delta plus variant might skip the immunity system or might skip the antibodies that are produced against the coronavirus. But then some believe that already antibodies produced due to vaccination or due to the natural transmission of the disease, it might have cross neutralization impact on the delta plus variant. Cross neutralization means antibodies produced for one set of variant can act upon another set of variants. That's why to reduce the impact of delta plus variant, we have to go for vaccines. Vaccines needs to be given the primacy. Next issue, Cyprus, India, Greece stand. Recently, Indian External Affairs Minister visited Greece. In this context, they have discussed about Eastern Mediterranean situation and specifically discussed about Cyprus. Cyprus is an island country in the Eastern Mediterranean region. This island is divided into two parts. One part is controlled by Turkey. India and Greece have agreed that rule of law, respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity are the international norms. Every country need to follow these. Few months back, there's a huge conflict between Cyprus and Turkey with regard to resources of the Eastern Mediterranean region. In this context, India said we respect the sovereignty of each country. We don't support the unilateral measures. In the same meeting, in the same visit, India and Greece, we have signed ISA, International Solar Alliance is a grouping which is mooted by India and France. Greece has agreed to be part of this particular grouping. Next issue is Jammu and Kashmir delimitation issue. What do we mean by delimitation? The entire area is divided into smaller constituencies for legislative assembly constituencies. We have delimitation act which is passed by the parliament, according to which delimitation commission would be appointed to delimit the constituencies for the direct elections such as legislative assembly elections, local Lok Sabha elections, etc. In this context, recently in Jammu and Kashmir delimitation commission was appointed. Now it is expected that more constituencies will be created. Reservations for STs would be provided. Earlier under Article 370, Jammu and Kashmir has its own rules and constitution. Earlier ST reservation was not there. But now under new delimitation rules, ST reservations would be provided, especially in Jammu and Kashmir. There are many tribal groups like Bakarwals, etc. They need reservation. They need equal representation. That's one of the concerns. Some of the parties are requesting for delimitation and then restoration of statehood. But center says delimitation immediately followed by the elections. That's the center's argument. Let us see how this entire thing goes on. Next issue is USA's Afghanistan policy. Recently, USA said, we are leaving Afghanistan, our troops are leaving Afghanistan, but we will support Afghanistan in all their endeavors. That's the statement given. But if we observe on the ground, Talibans are slowly taking the control of the country. It can be seen down the line of next 5-6 months, Talibans would be in power. In this context, in 2001, USA invaded Afghanistan to remove Taliban forces. Now again, as they are leaving, Talibans are getting into power. So what are the achievements of USA? If there is a question of that regard, USA might not have a good answer for that. Next issue is vaccine hesitancy and challenges in rural India. In rural, vaccine hesitancy needs to be seen from socio-anthropological aspect. Access, trust and complacency issues, these three are at the core of vaccine hesitancy. In rural areas, including all other areas, but specifically in rural areas, socio-cultural aspects dominate the vaccine hesitancy. Some believe that it leads to death, some believe that it leads to less fertility. So there are all kinds of rumors. So in this regard, socio-cultural aspects needs to be kept in mind. Building trust should be important. For that, transparency in communication is important. to make the people aware, transparency in communication, timely communication, behavioral change through various modes of communication, persuasion, these are all important. This issue you can take it up as a case study in your ethics. Next issue is Nesher Ramla Homo. Nesher Ramla is a place in Israel. Recently, they have discovered the fossils dating back to 1,40,000 years to 1,20,000 years. This is the period of evolution of Homo species. Homo species. But then these fossils, they are very much different from the Homo species found at that particular point of time. They have resemblances like Neanderthals. The evidence show this particular evidence can be interpreted this way. Earlier theory says that Neanderthals evolved in Western European region and they spread it throughout the world. That's the accepted theory. But this finding challenges that notion. It says that parallel evolution might have been there because these are very much different from Homo. These might be evolving parallelly. So, this is considered one of the important discoveries to understand the human evolution. Anthropology students have to read this article in detail. Next issue is multi-drug resistant bacteria. WHO says that multi-drug resistance is one of the public health concerns, one of the top 10 public health concerns. What do we mean by multi-drug resistance? Ability of the bacteria to handle multiple antibiotics simultaneously, and they skip through these antibiotics. They don't work even after taking these antibiotics. Now, how only some bacteria has this multi-drug resistant, why not others? It's because of the fitness cost in evolution. Fitness cost in evolution plus population size. As population size is more of a particular species of bacteria, they have more chances of evolution. Fitness costs, they have to adapt and adjust to various environment that requires fitness cost. So those bacteria which have these two conditions, they are evolving to be a multi-drug resistant bacteria. Multi-drug resistance is very, very important concept in your science and technology. Next issue is meteorite study. In 2015, a meteorite struck in Kamargaon village of Assam. Now we are studying that particular meteorite. Asteroids. Asteroids are pieces of planetary material which is located between Mars and Jupiter. Some of them change their course and they move towards various planets including Earth. This particular meteor, when it reaches to the Earth's atmosphere and hits the ground, we call it as meteorite, not asteroid. When it reaches to the ground, we call it as meteorite. Okay, this meteorite hit this particular area, we are studying it. We know that Earth has 3 layers: core, mantle and crust. As the asteroids face huge pressure and temperature, which is similar to the mantle, lower mantle of the Earth's interior, this meteorite study helps us to understand the lower mantle region. We don't have the direct evidences of lower mantle region. This might help us to study. Next issue is USA's bill which targets the big four MNCs: Google, Facebook, Twitter, Amazon. So likewise, big four. Recently, USA has introduced 6 bills to address the antitrust cases because these 4 they have market dominance. So to control their domination, USA started introducing these bills. These bills are intended to provide for level playing field for the competitors. This helps in India also. We already have such bills like e-commerce rules, etc. They try to provide for level playing field. These bills might help India too. Next issue is ED. Enforcement Directorate swaps defaulters' money to PSBs. Recently, Enforcement Directorate, it has seized and liquidated some of the assets of fugitive economic offenders and under Fugitive Economic Offenders Act 2018. Under Fugitive Economic Offenders Act, ED has the power to seize the assets in case if the offender is not returning to India. Even at the initial stages, they can seize the assets and provide that money to the creditors. Now, India is seeking the extradition of these people under Prevention of Money Laundering Act. ED has recovered 8,000 crores, approximately 16,000 crores. It has given 8,000 crores to public sector banks. Some say that this helps the banks to address NPA problems. Yes, it's a substantial money, it helps the bank. But then NPAs are of 8 lakh crores. Understand this. NPAs are of 8 lakh crores. This might be helping. 8,000 crore rupees helps the banks. But it cannot address the entire NPA issue. NPAs are of a systemic problem in the Indian banking sector that needs to be addressed. Next issue is Jet Airways Revival Plan. Recently, NCLT, National Company Law Tribunal under IBC Insolvency Bankruptcy Code, has proposed a resolution plan for which Committee of Creditors have given the approval. That means Jet Airways would be purchased by other companies. They will pay some amount. This will be given to the creditors like banks and others. That plan is called as Revival Plan. Final issue is threats to Great Barrier Reef. Very, very important. UNESCO has listed Great Barrier Reef as list of World Heritage Sites in danger. This helps to put the pressure on Australia to conserve the Great Barrier Reef. Climate change, which is leading to coral bleaching events in the consecutive years. If we observe 2016, 17, 20, these years, Great Barrier Reef has faced mass coral bleaching. And there are issues for that. Carmichael coal mine, land-based runoff, coastal developmental projects, agricultural runoff. These are leading to pollution in the coastal regions, which is directly affecting the Great Barrier Reef. Great Barrier Reef is one of the biodiverse rich region. This provides ecotourism, this provides money through ecosystem services to Australia and others. This needs to be protected on immediate basis. Thank you very much. All the very best.